great, bro. Cut it. Shy City Cypher, the podcast. I know you wanted to do your intro, but it's over with. I saw you.
I almost did.
You already know, man. Volume 21. We are back in the building, man. We're here every single Sunday at 7 p.m. bringing y'all just the dope, man. The MCs, alumni MCs that been on the Cypher, so y'all could get to know. This is your opportunity to get to know their story, how they started in music, man, everything, things they got cooking up, and talking about their Shy City Cypher performances. I got my co-host in the motherfucking building.
Oh, me?
Introduce yourself.
You finally want to acknowledge me?
Artist first, and then.
All right, man. I'm your boy Heat Detector. There. I'm your boy Heat Detector. I'm cutting you some slack today.
His energy's a little bit off.
Nah,
today,
because you were crying. You were crying before the show.
We're gonna get it right, y'all. You already know, man. We've been here every single time and opening up these podcasts with a performance. Today, special treat, man, because our guest is also going to be our performer. So he's bringing y'all his track, man. This dude, I've been seeing in the game, grinding all over, man, opening up for big artists, bro. And he's just a really talented dude, man, and a genuine cat.
I concur.
When you meet him, man, you already know off top, genuine cat, man, and he's super talented, man. So it's our honor and our pleasure to bring y'all today live performing his track number 1. We got Deen Akbar in the motherfucking building.
You gotta back up. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Yeah. No, it was destined for me to be number 1, you know what I'm saying? So I can't take that lightly. Love. Before I die, I'ma make my mark while I'm on my way to the top of the charts. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Baby, I'm alive and I made it through the dark. I was putting work in even on my days off. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. When I rap about my life, I'll make you think about your own. It'll make you feel better than when you put your people on. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Every time that you see me, I be ripping up a show and I rap it out like it's probably my last song. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Before I die, I'ma make my mark. Guaranteed I'll be number 1 on the station charts. I'll never let a nigga have a change of heart, especially if ones get paid off for forming the wordplay in amazing spots. I'm collecting and gathering on my pain and thought while I'm up in the battle getting my cravings off. So I'm sticking with it till the day I'm gone. This only the second quarter, the race still gone. I went through plenty rappers just to create a song. Seen this vision as soon as I turn 8 years old. Jackie Robinson home running, I'ma take it home. Ain't nobody got get ready this fucking with me. They want about the album soon as drop me a couple of singles. I'll be up with the cushion and busting the diesel. It took me over 20 years to break the struggle cycle for my people. So nothing is impossible. I just keep planting seeds like everywhere I go. You can catch me up in the glow when I'm in my mode. I've been through with so many, but now the road's been thrown. They wait to listen to you when you dead and gone. Cause the lyrics will say I'm a real in your song. But I don't live with validation from none of these haters. So until I leave the earth, I'ma kill them all. Every move that I be making is top notch. Because I got something special up in me that they don't got. Never wasted a second with 24 up on the clock. Putting the work in even though I be coping the lie. Somebody must have forgot that the door was a lie. Cause I'm more rich in the game and I'm taking all that they got. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Before I die, I'ma make my mark while I'm on my way to the top of the charts. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Baby, I'm alive and I made it through the dark. I was putting work in even on my days. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. When I rap about my life, I'll make you think about your own. It'll make you feel better than when you put your people on. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Every time that you see me, I be ripping up a show and I rap it out like it's probably my last song. Because I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Rap is my treasure, that's a pot of gold. And I'm quickly severing all my obstacles. This is the game, I get it like a conjugal. Now I can bear witness all of my commas. Conquering every lane that they thought I won't. Stay ahead of the game, they pray and hope I fall. But I'm better than whatever they did that I'm not. So when I'm gone, they still gon' follow my protocol. Panels up in the booth when I'm taking all. Dropping gym at the gym and my consistent work. And beyond what the human thought of visual measure, I'm number 1 because of my persistent work. I took it to the head like it's a shot of liquor. Became a popular spitter, going astonishing figures. Every song I radio quality in them. I started punching the sky with all of this energy and bottled up in me. I'ma rap till I can't no more. Now I'm sitting with beginners at the table, yo. You only rapping fast, but without a cadence, though. I'm long long overdue and know what I came in for. I'm a true spitter, but women play me more. When it's a new era up on your radio, I done already bearers have made a way for the go. I done follow a way to follow me the most. Show me my opponent, cause the knowledge is probably more than not a 1 minute nigga. I literally pop every moment, created with focus since the time it was off, and I noticed, but I'm a leader that never stopped me for pain in the morals. Somebody must have got out the doors a lot and open before I leave. I'm taking everything that you owe me because I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Before I die, I'ma make my mark while I'm on my way to the top of the chart. Because I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Thankful I'm alive and I made it through the dark. I was putting work in even though my days off. Because I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. When I rap about my life, I'll make you think about your own. Let them make you feel better than when you put your people on. Because I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Every time that you see me, I be ripping up a show and I rap it out like it's probably my last song. Because I'm number one, I'm number one, I'm number one.
Oh.
Yo, man, that was dope for those that's out there. Deen Akbar in the motherfucking building. Don't go nowhere, man. We about to come back with the interview, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be right back.
This is the part where I got left sitting here by my fucking self. You know what I'm saying? I just got, really. Oh shit! Here we go. Straight to it, huh? I want to say something before we start.
Do your thing.
I was gonna let you slide on a whole bunch of shit tonight.
Pause.
There's no pause in that. But next time you bring somebody in that's dope like that, let me fucking know. All right? Don't be coming in here telling, so and so, he cool, yeah, he dope. Nah, let me know it's a dope ass MC in the building.
Why is the table still in place? You said you would flip the table over for every crazy performance.
I told you I'm keeping my composure tonight.
Don't flip our table over. We got too much equipment on it. But man, that was dope. We got Deen Akbar. If you already don't know, man, we got Deen Akbar in the motherfucking building. Let's get a round of applause for that, man. Come on, y'all. Yeah. How you doing, bro?
I'm well, brother. Thank y'all for having me, Joe, on the Shot City Cyphers demo.
Man, I appreciate you coming through. This one has been in the works for a minute, man. We've been trying to make this happen, and schedules just didn't let us do it, but now's the moment.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Now is the moment.
Man, look.
And he's here.
Man. And, we got a lot to talk about, bro. He's on a project that literally just dropped 2-3 days ago.
Again, you didn't tell me that.
You didn't know the project dropped? You're on the team.
Well, somebody in the camp didn't give me the memo.
Not in the camp.
Not in the camp, son.
But, man, thank y'all for tuning in. You already know Shy City Cyphers been around since 2014, man, and we've been bringing y'all ciphers, bringing y'all MCs, and really just being like the platform for them to come and have their voice be heard, man. And so y'all could go on Shy City Cypher on Instagram, Facebook. You could grab some merch. You could just follow us. You could share a cipher. Do whatever it is, man. Show no love. It costs nothing just to share. Like, the hoodies do cost something, but show some love, man.
I was forced to wear this, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say something real quick, man, because your voice is sounding real shaky. I think it's because you're nervous around a potential star.
Hey,
you're nervous. I can hear it in your voice.
Finally, there's a star in the building. I don't know what we've been doing.
I never claimed to be shit.
Anyway, y'all could. This is episode 21, man. We just had our 20th episode. It was super dope. Shout out to Mr. Misfit, man. He came and spit some fucking bars. But we're here in the building. So, Deen, always the main question that I start with, because we want to know, where people's beginnings come from. What was the first thing that you ever saw, bro? You might have heard it, saw it, whatever it was, and you said, that's hip hop, I'm that. Like, what was that first thing that you could remember?
I got an older brother, and he always used to buy a lot of MC's albums. So it started with No Limit, Masterpiece, Silk, Mystical Fame, Mia X, and Mercedes, the whole camp. Then it went from Eminem to Luda to Pac to Nas, and then I found out about Wu through a video game at like 8 years old at Blockbuster, and that's how I found out about Wu-Tang. So it started
through a video game. That's crazy.
A video game. It was cold too.
What game was it?
It was Wu-Tang Shaolin Style. It was on PlayStation.
Oh shit, they had a video game.
They had a video game like 98. Nobody really never knew about it though, you know what I'm saying?
That close too.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Wu Will, Wallabies. Yeah.
Nice. I had some Wu Wear jeans. I didn't know about the video game though.
The video
You
game
had
was
lugs
crazy.
jeans.
I
You
took-
ain't never in your life
Not
had
the
one.
lugs.
You had lugs jeans
Hey, look,
with the lugs boots.
I went to
Oh,
I went to
yeah, the whole fit.
Hey, for real.
I went to
Yeah.
Catholic grammar school and everybody had lugs because they were black. You had the black lugs with the orange on the bottom. Then
No,
they came
not
out with
everybody.
Them lugs was lit back then.
But they had the
Nah,
bootleg.
never lit.
Remember?
Never lit.
Yes.
Never
What?
lit.
You ain't never bought a pair of football
Well,
boots?
that's
Fuck
good.
no.
Well, I don't know
Dang.
how old you are when that was in the style,
Right,
but
'cause-
for us, it was in style.
I told you I'm trying to keep my composure, son.
Then they came out with the bootleg lugs. That was like had the orange on the bottom, but it didn't say lugs. It was just like real quick to show somebody like, hey, I got the lugs. Shit, just
no, I never wore it.
don't check the thing. You know?
I'm aware of lugs. But actually, a friend of mine did. He got paid in money. A producer friend of mine back in the day when they did a commercial with the Fushnikins with lugs when they first came out, and he produced the music for the commercial, and they paid him $1,000 worth of lugs.
Hey,
That motherfucker came to my crib with that shit on. I said, "Boy, if you don't get the fuck about here."
you're the number one hater. Anyway, Dean, that performance, that's your track number one. Let's talk about. Tell us who produced that joint.
I don't remember the producer name, but I do be getting a lot of beats from a little bit of everywhere, and I just be throwing my life up on them. But that particular track, it was done in Broken Homes Record Studio, Ish Studio. He engineered the track, and the track was wrote after I won the competition to open up a Twister in Cincinnati, Ohio last year.
Dope.
Nice. How does that? Because I'm hearing you spitting these bars like that. How does that feel for opening up for the Twister? I mean, he's the chopper of choppers.
Yeah, he's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Definitely, it actually felt good. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
actually get acknowledged and actually make it there.
Yeah.
But by me studying the S's, just studying MCing as a whole, I knew I was gonna make it the first place and knew I was gonna be right there. So
That's what's up.
there wasn't no question. about
Manifest destiny.
it. Mhm.
That's what's up, man. When I see those things, like I remember when you won that, and I've seen you win other things as well. It's dope, man. It's dope to see like people that we know, artists that we know, like just grinding and making moves. Because however you look at it, that inspires everybody else. You know what I mean? And you said something in your song about dedication at the end. It was about like dedication is the reason why you're like successful, like still like grinding so hard because you staying dedicated to it, man. That's important, right? Like, would you tell other artists like that's the biggest thing is to stay focused, stay dedicated to it?
It's definitely very imperative to stay focused on your craft. It's very imperative. Learn the essence of hip hop. Study the ones that came before you, the ones that opened it, all the way up until now to get a full understanding on what MCing and hip hop is about. So it's definitely very imperative.
For sure. So you were inspired by the first thing you ever heard was Wu-Tang on the video game. From that moment, when's the first time that because I'm assuming your first element was being an MC, right?
And I know
So when's the first time that you made a track? From when you first heard hip hop until the moment you made a track?
and I got it in the studio actually.
Yeah, in the studio.
I started writing at 8 years old. I've been doing it all my life, but the first verse was written at 8. First session was in 2005.
First verse was at 8.
Do you remember
that
any
verse?
of those
You got
bars?
any of those
I
bars?
do not remember. I got a million Google bars, verses everywhere, books scattered, songs everywhere. So it's kind of hard to memorize all these songs that I
got
write
you.
down.
I be asking that question because people be like,
Remember whoever we had that their first song was at a sex class in school, a sex education class.
Unfortunately, sir, I do not remember.
We get some crazy stories. The guy said him and his buddy made a song about the topic because it was sex education class.
Yeah. And I remember. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
You're like, how do you?
He wild for that shit.
You're like, how do you make a song about like dirty stuff and then it's in the education class? And anyway, man. So that first song you got into the studio says like 2005.
Before I got into the actual studio, I was a battle rapper. So that's how my journey of hip hop started. Really, I was going around just biting any and everybody head off and never lost a battle. So I just started out just battling and just crushing everything. Then later on, I learned how to write and create and narrate my own thoughts on the song into music form.
A lot of times that's a hard transition for somebody being a battle rapper into writing songs because you see a lot of battle rappers that have been in battle rapping for a lot of years. And then when they make that transition, they still sound like battle rappers trying to write
Correct.
songs, and
Correct.
it never works out. You know, how was that transition for you?
I'm able to do everything, so
I heard that, man. God damn.
Myself.
Hold on.
I refuse to limit myself. You know what I'm saying? Battling was definitely where my love was at, because I love to just impress people with lyrics and just wordplay itself. Plus, my vocabulary is extraordinarily huge.
Can people, where can people go watch some of the battles that you've had?
Unfortunately, I'm from the era where it wasn't no cameras or phones on that, so it was like papoose and cast, and like unless you was there, you wouldn't know.
No, there's
Trust
me, there's footage of shit always, everywhere, somewhere, somehow.
You definitely correct me on that one, because there's probably somebody out there that got something, but they definitely holding the freestyles and
a quick story. I've been telling my wife that I was in a breakdancing contest in like fucking 1982 or 83.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to her, on this day and age, there's got to be footage somewhere. And I had searched for it for years. And then one day I actually found it on YouTube. And when I showed her, I was like 14 or 15. I just told my fucking age. But but so like when you think there was no cameras there, people still had old school video cameras and shit, and it was probably video on somebody. So there's probably footage out there. You just gotta look for it, dig deep.
I do know is one footage of a battle that I got up on camera, but I don't think they ever gonna put that one out.
So I played this track earlier, and I want to talk about chopping real quick before we go into this song specifically, because I played this song at the crib. Me and my girl were listening to it, and she was like, "This guy's talented." We had been talking a few weeks back
Shout
about
out to your girl.
Yeah, wait, whoa, slow down. You see, now this is where I get pissed off again. So he chops it up with his girl about it, but the co-host, you tell nothing.
Hey,
by the way,
some things are exclusive. Anyway,
all right, let's go.
But the reason it was a topic was because about a week or two before that, an artist has sent me a song. I didn't know the artist. They sent me a song. Excuse me. And in the song, they're rapping. They're attempting to rap really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like it was almost something that was just artificial. Like you heard it somewhere or you seen someone doing it and you just tried to do you carbon copied it, but it's just
correct.
But when I hear you rapping like that, bro, that's you. It sounds like it's you. It's 100% to me. It sounds 100%
But I can
authentic.
tell you just from what I heard, like a lot from what you're saying, a lot of MCs when they do that and they're not really stylistically, they're trying to mimic something. And so the chop flow or whatever you call it sounds really robotic and real choppy like this. His shit was like this.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And I feel also that when you're doing that, like this dude was trying to like make like sound effects while he was rapping and going and it was just so like artificial to me. But that's why it was a topic. So when you sent me Convoluted Part 1 and we heard it, I'm like, man, this was perfect because I've been wanting to showcase an example of someone that can do it right.
Chopping's supposed to be.
That style for you, bro, where does that come from? Is that something that you picked up? Were you slow rapping first and then picked that up, or was that always just you favored that?
I think I equipped that early at the early stage too. Twista and Busy Bone. So those are my two favorite fast chopper MCs. I love the whole Bone, but Busy like the one I drew to the most. So Twista and Busy Bone was the first ones that I started listening to and just started gravitating to it over time. It was just something that I wanted to do because I know everybody can't do it.
Yeah,
you got that right.
You know? And there's a lot of people that tend to rap fast, but they don't have vocabulary.
Right.
They're not multisyllabic. They don't know metaphors, riddles, punches, just narrative, rapid, figurative language. There's a lot of gems I'm dropping to y'all, so I hope y'all capture.
Yeah, I hope y'all listening. But I really hope
you
know.
There's
listening.
a lot of people that just do it and try to impress somebody because they see that it don't be done oftenly.
Right. And I don't know if this guy's listening to the same podcast I'm listening to because you did say earlier he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's that talented. So
and we got two examples of that, man. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this track, bro. Convoluted. Who produced that joint?
I don't remember the producer.
Okay, so we're gonna get
send me a beat out like over time. It didn't matter. I just recorded. Now it matters because I need to know the producers.
Bet for sure. So let's get into this track, man. Convoluted, Deen Akbar. Let's go.
Yeah, no pork. Pandemic, y'all ain't thought I was gonna come with some fugazi shit. Deen Akbar. All real. Yeah, minutes here is a passion, blessing esophagus, phone is spinning like an automatic, bamboozle the consciousness. I got the vocabulary and the rhythm in every sentence. I know how to put it together to use it properly. It can't another compare to me when you put them up to the plate with me. I'ma treat them like an onion, I'm popping them all. Soon as I'm up the bat and I hit it, I'ma be chilling, walking the home plate, cause I'm knocking the ball at the park. Yes, I'm hot dog, strap with the tools I'ma use out of the blue. This is beyond the intricate fuse. Listening to my proper uses is convoluted like a revolution. I be making niggas wanna just move. If you don't like me, then you can swallow or catch a hollow. When I'm full of alkaline, drink the water like a baby bottle. Hustling, working, no matter the form I get it. I'm investing to see the benefits, I'm reaping the bottom of my model. Got a couple of black stones, black bones. If a nigga disrespect me, I'ma get his cap blown. It's only the minimum without the minimum, and I be killing these niggas unknowingly up on the rap song. With this method on the monos like a pot of Percocet, the work in the flesh, I'm a disease and I'm bad blown. Exercise in the brain because it's a muscle. I put you right in the bubble, murder your structure when the track on. Me and you are not even perpendicular. Niggas cannot be serious. I am not the average or particular. If you think you're on the level to bring them in, and I'ma crush them like a cannon, so that every line will be venomous. This is that take your time rap. I'm hotter than the habanero pepper. Everybody love the way I do it. I get you intricate first, a couple of versions. The reason you not rapping right is because I made it the convoluted. Never from rapping, no, I'm making music. I'm intuitively attuned to making it convoluted. And now the nerd alive, I diffusing the room is defecated in the studio. It's smelling like a sewer of manure. That's your credibility for all that you're doing. They don't even care about what they be writing in their music. What they getting, they ain't gon' roll in the Buddha. But I don't see these rappers getting nowhere while I'm around without making improvements. Never from rapping, no, I'm making music. I'm intuitively attuned to making it convoluted. And now the nerd alive, I diffusing the room is defecated in the studio. It's smelling like a sewer of manure. That's your credibility for all that you're doing. They don't even care about what they be writing in their music. What they getting, they ain't gon' roll in the Buddha. But I don't see these rappers getting nowhere while I'm around without making improvements. Left you a mind, he not even worry about it. He say, Uncle, you got it, but every now and then you gotta remind him with the light you can blind him. So I bring them out of the dark before I depart them on the display to their minds. I make it convoluted bars, guitars like cigarette booties. Fucking with me that I wouldn't even advise. So be hyperventilated in the situation, tapping in and out of the matrix, utilizing my God body. Bars hit in the dome as if there was a comet. I created the concoction that'll murder your confidence. I'm on another frequency, I'm out your climate. Flow is astonishing, like I graduated out of few colleges. And I got a couple of masters. Niggas couldn't even fuck with the rapping pattern because I'm only rapping with matters. Out the kitchen and I'll be whipping the batter. I'll put the clip in your data, then you will be in oblivion now. Thug like Paulie Soprano, with plans, yo. Stacking all my dollars, I get watching every band grow. Get it every nervous system up in your body. All my verses with the Bugatti, I'm hot as soup, I'm on Campbell. Nothing the rockets over up in my category. All these rappers, they bore me, and every song is repetitive. In bed for urgency, up in my chronicles, never drawing the diabolical forms, cause they negative. Take it from a street nigga that survived, derived in the environment, the shicey and grimy. When niggas are back, though, you will not even mind that every rhyme is designed in the mind in the perfect alignment. This is that take your time rap. I'm hotter than the habanero pepper. Everybody love the way I do it. I get you intricate first, a couple of versions. The reason you not rapping right is because I'm making it convoluted. Never from rapping, no, I'm making music. I'm intuitively attuned to making it convoluted. And now the nerd alive, I diffusing the room is defecated in the studio. It's smelling like a sewer of manure. That's your credibility for all that you're doing. They don't even care about what they be writing in their music. What they in and they ain't gon' roll in the Buddha. But I don't see these rappers getting nowhere while I'm around without making improvements. Never from rapping, no, I'm making music. I'm intuitively attuned to making it convoluted. And now the nerd alive, I diffusing the room is defecated in the studio. It's smelling like a sewer of manure. That's your credibility for all that you're doing. They don't even care about what they be writing in their music. What they in and they ain't gon' roll in the Buddha. But I don't see these rappers getting nowhere while I'm around without making improvements.
Yeah. Go ahead, flip the table over. Flip the table over.
Amen.
Jesus
You
Christ.
have no
Get
idea.
them out the way, just
I'm out of
go
breath.
over there real quick.
Yo, I'm out of breath listening to the song.
Okay, now that's you, but what I'm listening to, and I'm gonna give you a huge compliment, my brother, because I do understand breath control and I know what that kind of shit takes to do.
Correct.
I heard maybe a couple of punch-ins, but not much. How did you get that breath control to do that shit? I could hear a couple of punch-ins, you know. That's one thing, but the flow and the breath control, crazy.
Appreciate it.
The other part is a lot of transitions that a lot of MCs have trouble with is not using their voice like an actual instrument.
An instrument. Your voice is an instrument.
Right. So your transition from the verses to the hooks is fucking amazing. And using your voice to make the verse and the hook different but the same. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, and man, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, my
Appreciate
guy.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That
for
was
real,
dope.
for real.
Let's get into the comments really quick. So shout out to Rap Devil Ortiz in the building. He says salute Shot City Cypher. Shout out to the homie man Shannon Blunt.
Yeah, Skip Rock
Shining
was
Blunt. What's up,
cracking.
God?
What up, man?
That's my guy.
He's
He
actually
definitely be engaged, and I draw with broski.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
And speaking about being engaged, I see right here, he's a milestone follower of the page, man. So shout out to you, brother, man, and commenting. Shout out to Leland Jones. What's up, man? Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy, man. Check out his podcast. Much love to him. We got the homie your man's T Smooth in the building as well. He says, "Sup, bro?" He was on my podcast. You know
Peace,
T
God.
Smooth, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. He got his podcast as well. So y'all tap in with him.
Definitely.
Fire emojis on the track. And
bro.
shout out to Kathy and Anton and to Tone. Sorry, Lover T, man. He was on the show.
Right.
So shout out to him. Let's keep it moving, man. Speaking about, I think like listening to your music, bro, just inspires people, man, and it's opening those doors for you. You opened up for Bone Thugs. What was that like? Because I know you said he was the busy. You said Busy, right?
Busy Bone
is one of your top choppers, one of your favorite rappers, man. What was that like being there in the building? I'm assuming you got to meet him. I saw some pictures. Tell us about that experience, bro.
I'd never thought that would happen the way that it did. I never would have thought it would happen the way it did. Cause he definitely one of my faves. Like I say, I entered the competition once again. And won it. Came out on top again for the second time. Got a chance to meet him out there in Cleveland, Ohio, and he acknowledged me like
His
an
home
actual
turf.
brother.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what's
home
up.
turf. Like he looked at me like one of his. Like
That's
it
what's
wasn't
up.
no fan shit. It wasn't no superstar thing or nothing. Like he was a straight human.
That's what's up.
So
man.
that was a good experience to actually link up with bro, and looking forward to going on tour with him next year.
Did he give
That's
you
what's up.
any advice from one chopper to another one? I don't know if that's a term, from one chopper to another.
You
but
made it one
could be.
tonight.
It makes sense.
But did he give you some advice, man, as far as like maybe kind of, just about your path or schooling you about, your career?
He actually educated his little son, Lil Busy. So I met both of them at the same time in the back area, backstage, and he was actually educating on him about like how choppers really supposed to do it and how real people that's MCs supposed to be in the craft doing it. So he kind of like gave me an acknowledgement in front of me to his son. And, he just had a great spirit and a great vibe, so.
Yeah, shout out to that.
His words alone from him telling me that I'm hot and I'm gonna make it was enough.
Yes, sir.
Man,
I was gonna say like, I didn't know Skip was in the comments. That's my guy, and I fucks with Skip the long way. And part of the thing I was gonna say to you next is like your spirit reminds me of Skip. You know what I mean? Skip is my guy. I fucks him. Shout out Skip.
Peace to that, brother.
Yeah. And he's another MC that really knows and really takes the craft serious. You know what I mean? He does his thing and shit that him and everything, man. That shit just makes me feel even better. Again,
Full circle.
No. Again, next time you don't fucking, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's another show where you're the antagonist, right? It's not
I don't know
this
what
one.
you're getting at. I told you I was going to maintain myself tonight.
We got more music from you, bro. We're not gonna play it yet, but my question is, that song's a little bit slower. Your flow is slower on that one. I could be wrong, but
Which one?
what do you prefer, man? Flowers.
Yeah, it is.
It
is. I agree.
What do you prefer, bro? Like, what is kind of your go-to, or do you just select it off of depending on the beat? You like rapping slow, or you like rapping fast?
I like to do. My favorite type of flowing is East Coast MCing.
Oh shit.
So if it like anything of the Nas, Wu, Mobb Deep, Most Def, like anything of that nature. Like if it's boom bap and if it's hip hop, that's my favorite type of rap.
Yeah.
Bet. So I'm gonna introduce. I'm gonna introduce a question that I've never introduced on this show, but I'm only doing it because he is quite the promoter of East Coast.
Not a promoter. I just understand shit differently.
So
than
here's
you do.
the question, Dean, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna
Go
borrow
ahead.
this question
Go
from
ahead.
the Unwrapped show. There's no right or wrong answer. You just pick one, and you don't have to tell us why. Just whichever one you think is the one. East Coast gangster rap or West Coast gangster rap?
Be careful.
No, don't do that.
That's what I do on my show. I say be careful.
I love the West Coast too.
He said he loves the
I
West
love
Coast
the
too.
I love the
He
West
said
Coast too,
too.
because it's like
That's a
you
dub.
got West Coast hip hop came right behind East Coast. I know that's the essence, and that's where it all started at. So
But that
I'm gonna
wasn't
go
the-
with East Coast, but I love the West Coast as well, so I wouldn't segregate them neither. I wouldn't.
176 to 1 or whatever. This is your first time.
It's not an L.
Most people in that when asked that question say West Coast gangster rap because they feel like West Coast gangster rap, that's where it originated at.
No, negative. That's a negative.
It
That's
didn't
definitely
originate there?
negative.
It did not originate.
Got a lot of homework to do then.
Yeah,
Okay.
It did not originate in Cali. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to you, sir. And do not get me fucking started on that shit.
No, this isn't the show.
All right, I told you I was gonna keep my composure.
Taking it back to a serious on a serious note, Dean, what and I've never asked this question before. Does religion play a part in the making of your music? Does your religion, sorry, I worded it wrong. Does your religion play a part in the creation of your art?
It definitely does. By me being one of the brothers growing up and just being under the act, Islam changed my life as a human, as a person, period. You know, everybody got their upbringings and mine wasn't too pretty. So I found light through Islam, and it definitely plays a strong role. But you won't hear me rapping about no Christian music or Muslim music, you know. You're gonna hear the Deen within the bars. You gotta listen.
Right.
But I'm not finna be.
The knowledge is there.
I'm not the religious rapper. I'm
Right.
not the strict religious dude or none of that. Like my Deen is with me and Allah is personal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
It's like everybody else. Like you got Buddhists, you know what I'm saying? If I take knowledge from Buddhism, but that's their personal relationship with their creator.
Yes, sir.
We all follow the same source, no matter what religion or if you ain't got no religion, period.
Right.
Man, that's what's up. So I also want people to support you, bro, because every time I see you, you are dressed fresh to death, bro. You got Deen Akbar
What the fuck
gear.
are you trying to say? Like you
got-
walked in here looking raggedy or some shit?
Nah, but what I'm saying is
Yo, every time I see you, you look dressed to the
Yeah,
T.
what I'm saying,
Just not tonight.
He's a great self-promoter himself. He's always representing his brand at shows. When you see him dressed, when you see him in the pictures that he puts out, he's representing his brand. That's entrepreneurship right there. So, you know.
Again, I was forced to wear
But
this shit.
Dean, tell them, can people buy that, bro? Can they support you in that movement with your gear?
Definitely can.
Let them know, man, how they could support you, and tell them about your gear that you got, bro.
Me and my homie Cortez, we came together like maybe almost 4 years ago, but I knew him longer. We just kind of like partnered up when it comes to this music thing. So he kind of like helped me get my drawing off the ground a little bit. I had the creative part process already done. So got taught how to, you know what I'm saying, put my shirts together, how to market yourself a certain type of way, how to promote your singles.
Right.
Just talk to these different people that you need to talk to get what you need to know and make it to be successful in this game.
And
Facts.
that's true, bro. And some people will probably, it's funny. People remember different things from shows. They'll have different memories. There's going to be people that are going to remember. That's why it's so important to brand yourself.
It's a very
Shy City Cypher hoodie, the heat detector's wearing. Y'all
That I was forced to wear.
Y'all could cop that. that
I
I put a
gun
gun
I
to
got
his
one of
head.
his shirts too. He don't got just Shy City Cyphers. He got the hip hop shirts. I got one of those. I purchased those. What event was it when you selling your merch?
Yeah, at the Battle of the Eagle. Thank you for that,
you know what
Dean.
I'm saying?
Appreciate
So,
that, man.
Like, be a true supporter of your people, man.
And I try to instill that in people. Like if I get close to someone or start working with them, I'll tell them like, look, whether it's on the level of I'm gonna show you how to make your own merch, or whether it's on the level of you give me your logo and I make your merch, you become your own boss.
Correct.
And that's what I tell people, bro. Be your own boss. You might have to have your 9 to 5, whatever it is. We all got our lives, but take those steps to become a boss. And part of that is sometimes to give me your logo. I'll make you shirts.
I find what you're saying really odd because you never said any of that shit to me.
I showed you how to make merch.
Get the
boom.
Well, you lucky this is a rated PG show, bro. Because I damn near flipped the table over.
Did I not show you how to make?
Not giving a fuck about my equipment.
Don't do Dean like that, bro.
Yo.
Don't do him like that. He needs to move out the way.
Somebody got to crack the door.
You wild for that one.
But yeah, I showed Heat how to make merch and essentially how to become his own boss. And so those things are important. But no, all jokes aside, I did show him. But help your people, bro. If you know some
You
shit,
showed me what?
How to make merch.
You showed me.
Did I not show you for 12, 14 hours straight?
12, 14 hours.
12, 14.
You want me to go grab some of your merch off the table and show them what
First
I made?
of all,
what I helped you
there
make?
ain't shit in there. And secondly, you don't have access to that area.
I'll walk over there right now.
First of all, you don't have a badge for that area.
I don't have a swipe card.
You don't have a swipe card for that area.
So we talked about, so y'all make sure, man, go pick up. If you want to support this, man, support the movement. Hit him up. Facebook, Deen Akbar. Instagram, Deen Akbar. TikTok, Deen Akbar. All of that,
and
man.
if you
follow.
don't, you're fucking stupid.
I want to talk about, and I don't.
He said it.
Hey, and I don't do this with everybody because everybody ain't been there, surprisingly enough. We've had guests that have not been there. But I want to talk about the mecca of Chicago hip hop because it's such an important thing in my life, in my journey, in my story in hip hop in Chicago that I always like to hear other people's stories about it. Subterranean, Sub T, 2011, West North Avenue, 606 Entertainment, Shadow Master, Annihilation, Jory Norman, Boy Wonder back in the day,
Shout out to Nine,
DJ Ken Solo, Double A. Man, the whole fam, you already know it's Shyrock Nation business, Sub T business, 606 business. When's the first time that you ever heard or went to Subterranean? How did you hear about it? And when's the first time that you went?
I think I might have heard about it through one of the brothers. It might have been through Cortez Ville or one of the guys out the camp. And, my first time stepping up in there was about the end of the 2010s. I went up in there. I think I did a couple of freestyles, and everybody just started hugging me and grabbing me. So I knew it was genuine love and genuine people up there at that time. So that's why I kept going. That was my first experience. And then me and Cortez and the gang, we threw our own show, sold out show with a live band, 2/22/22 at the Subterranean.
Nice.
And that was lit.
Man, that's what's up. Yeah, lit. I've seen y'all do your own shows. I've seen you up there on other people's shows. Like, I just think it's such an important place in Chicago hip hop. There's always shows that come and go, but there's always that one place that you could go to on Tuesdays. That one place,
and that's the Subterranean.
Yes, sir.
And we say Tuesday therapy because for those that know the people that are there, when you go there, you get embraced. And when you get there, you could be having a bad day, something going on in your life, come there and get embraced, man. You might just get one dap from somebody that'll tell you, man, it's great to see you, but that'll be enough.
That'll be
big
enough.
facts.
To uplift your spirits. I want to get into some more music, bro. I love this, every part of this show where we show music, man, and the artists, the creations, the shit that they coming up with, man. Flowers. I'm going to ask you again. Do you know who produced that?
No.
Why you putting him on the spot like that, man?
No.
What is this? TMZ?
Engineered all my music.
No,
because
I really don't remember the beat.
This is supposed to be Shy City Cypher, bro.
No, but I asked.
You're doing some TMZ shit right now.
No. I ask that all the time. Because you're a producer, and so I always want to give the opportunity because I have plenty tracks like that where I could not tell you who produced it.
Shame on you.
But as I got older and now that, I know who I'm like getting stuff from, so I feel you on that, bro. I'm not trying to slight you in any way. It be like that sometimes.
No, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
There's a motherfucker that got a beat from you from like 2008 that forgot it was you and is probably using this shit. And
First of all, I don't hand beats out like that. You already know this shit. So if a motherfucker got a beat from me, I must have fucked with him. Because I don't do that shit.
But yeah, man. So anyway, I always try to see if we know who
I don't know where you were
produced it.
going with that.
I'm just
Especially in 2008.
just checking the credit to the song, man. What I do every fucking episode. So we're gonna get into this. Flowers, man. You got a music video to this, right?
Correct.
Super dope. Tell them where they can find the music video.
Thank you, bro. Y'all can find it on YouTube. Just type in Deen Akbar Flowers. Deen Akbar, go subscribe to the page. I got a couple of videos up there.
Before we get into the song real quick, and I was gonna ask you a little while earlier, and this guy threw my train of thought off. Deen Akbar, can you explain your name, bro, or what it means? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you get that name, and what it means to you?
Okay. Long story short, in 2010, life wasn't going right for me. As far as the household, the streets, my people's relationships, jobs, trying to find one, things of that nature. So my cousin, he got killed about 2 years ago, a year or two ago on my birthday. But he bought me a bus ticket in 2010 to come to Tacoma, Washington. So that's where my majority of my other family at. So that was the base. That's where I went to, and then I was going there to open up for Ludacris at the Tacoma Dome.
Oh, nice.
He had plugs out there on the music side, and he knew I wanted to do this music. But I ended up finding Islam, and I took my Shahada not too long down there after like a week or two. and that's how I
What's
got my
that,
name.
if you don't mind, bro?
Your Shahada is your declaration of faith to Islam. There is no God but Allah. It's only one God.
Okay.
So I took my Shahada, and my Sheikh, which was his Sheikh, he gave me that name. Deen means a way of life. Akbar means the greatest.
Nice.
So he said that he said he'd seen that he looked at me and said that should be the name.
And I heard you using Dean in a sentence earlier, like in conversation. You were saying my Dean with
My Deen is a personal relationship with me and Allah.
okay, dope, man. You know, it's these things, man. Sometimes, you know, this would be like a weird question if we were standing in the club somewhere at a bar, you know. But I feel like this is always the opportunity for people to
Not
really.
to me though, because you know I like those type of conversations. I like out of the world, out of the box. I'm not the norm, so I don't like normal questions. I don't like when people ask me repetitive questions or don't even care about what they asking me. So certain questions like these type of questions y'all drawing me, these are the type of conversations I like to have with people on a normal basis.
Right. I got to ask because, you know, I've been to Washington and Seattle and Tacoma, and I mean, from Chicago to there has got to be a culture shock.
Oh yeah,
It's a real culture shock. And how was that?
Why?
Well, clearly you've never been there.
No, that's what I'm saying. What's it like over there?
It's lit out west. It's lit on the West Coast. They embrace you like they love Chicago. Period. So and people from Tacoma, Chicago, Kent, Lakeview, all through Washington, they love Chicago people.
But like Washington is like it's on the West Coast. It's almost like its own little entity. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
it like its own LA?
State?
Is it its own, like, because it's all West Coast? So is it still all the same, or because
it's way north? It's way
so
north.
it's not different culture then.
It is a different culture.
It is definitely a different culture.
Yeah,
it's not like LA. It's not
Fuck
like
no.
you know. It's not like that. But you know they got a good music. It's not a big scene, but they got a nice music scene there. And I'm connected with a couple of people
it's
like
more
Melissa Monet. So you know they got
creative
people, they got
place too. If you're a creative person, it's a good place to be.
You know what's cool about those like smaller scenes or smaller scene cities? And I'll just give a personal example. I was in Milwaukee and went to a show, and long story short, man, every artist that went up there, the crowd was going wild, and I thought it was just the first artist they were doing that for, but it was every artist that went up, and I saw like the last 3 acts, and they were wilding for each one of those guys, and I'm like, fuck, I was confused because it don't be like that at shows.
No,
we be at shows. You've been at shows with me. We be at shows like it's not really like that.
I've been at shows with you.
You might get
tag along.
You might get your crowd that draw with you and like support you in the head, cheer you on, but it's hard to find real support for real in our city.
Because I think people paint that narrative of like, if you try to come and tell me I'm dope, that you're just riding, man, you're dick riding, whatever. Like I think there's that stigma, right, of like, oh, you ain't gonna go tell the next dude he's super dope because then you're gonna look like a fan and blah blah blah. Like
that definitely plays a role in this game too as well. I'd agree to that too.
Because you must intimidate people straight up. Like when you get there, motherfuckers hear you rapping like that. Everybody can't rap like that straight up.
But when he walks in the room, you see you see the light already. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
People have auras. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pissed me off.
You say shit. Aura, you know it when you
when you see it, you know it. You know what I mean? That's why I said what I said in the beginning.
That's why I know I'm dealing with spiritual people, not worldly thinkers.
Yeah.
But I've been getting intimidation all my life. Like high school, I got upped on. Somebody upped the pole on me because I won the battle first round.
Wow.
And this was the head rapper in the school. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of, I think, I'm not from Chicago. Well, shit, I've been here 18 years, so you might as well fucking say I'm
You're
from
Chicagoan.
Here.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, but
you already in.
Whatever. But what I've learned being here and doing music and here in Chicago, that there's a separation. You know what I mean? People, it's almost a refusal to work together. It's, you know what I'm saying? You have pockets of groups of people that'll work together, but then they shun the other pocket of group of people that work together, and it seems to me that nobody really wants to come together as a whole. Like if you go, especially like in the South, everybody works with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody.
Even on the East Coast, there is still a lot of camaraderie.
It's still, definitely is. It's definitely unity.
And a lot of places outside, well, not so much in LA, still the same kind of shit, groups of people and shit and stuff, but that's because the whole gangbanging shit and everything out there has been generational. Whatever, that's a whole other story.
Well,
But
you're gonna get your flowers today, bro, because
You just
we're
gonna
doing
cut
it.
me
We're
off?
I thought you were done. I'm just timing it.
in
Go
the
ahead.
middle, in the middle,
I'm
in
just timing
mid
it. I'm
fucking
I'm
conversation.
hustling. I'm
I
time
got you.
I'm
I
time
got
hustling
you.
right
I
here.
got you. Time
Let's
hustle.
get
Don't
it.
forget your question, God.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Cause
Sorry.
I know you want to ask. You ain't
Nah,
gonna ask no,
Ask
I know
him,
you
bro, because I don't
wanna
want
ask.
you to forget it and it be
No,
on
it's
me.
too late.
Come on. It's too late. Okay.
Yeah, it's too late.
All right. Think about it and we'll come
No,
back.
I don't need to think.
Let's get into it, bro. This interview, man, was a chance for them to get to know you. They've heard your upbringing in music, man, and everything you've done. We heard some fast shit, some fast dope tracks, man. You chopping. This is one of I like this, man. It's one of my favorites. I like the video. Y'all go Deen Akbar YouTube, search Deen Akbar Flowers. Let's get into the track, bro.
Yeah, this is the one you and your girl sat and listened to and put
No,
it
it
on.
was the first one.
Put it on loop and then sat back and like, oh, he's fucking great, and then told me nothing. All right, cool.
Jesus Christ. Can't deal with this guy. Deen Akbar, Flowers.
Flowers upon you, they waited till you died to throw flowers upon you. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you died to throw flowers upon you. Flowers upon you, you learn the ins and outs when you making your own moves. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you died to throw flowers upon you. Right? Flowers upon you, they waited till you died to throw flowers upon you. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you died to throw flowers upon you. Flowers upon you, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. They waited till you die, they waited till you die, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Check it out. They say for a death just to acknowledge the love, but let's say here home we came up out of the mud. They waited till you died to throw flowers upon you, but while you still living, they walking about with a grudge. People change day and night like the moon and the sun, got nothing to live for, so they pop at your scout with a gun. It's a must that you own your masters of publishing, so the day that you die, your family can survive off of the funds. What a dirty game that I chose, so every song I created, I make it a live moment. They keep it up on me in case they're creeping up on me, and every dream that you mold is heavy, is you willing to die for it. I sat down and they had me a talk with myself, sitting in solitude with my inner that awfully help. They awfully deaf again, I fathom the thought is a step. I use a part of my flesh to put my heart in the rest. Dedicated on any situation in hand, took it upon. I'd rather be rapping, making a fan. Everything I embedded, created to make me advance. It's erroneous to put death or jail in my plans. Boys got the most dangerous job in the country, but it's a lot of rappers rapping. It's not up in the buggy. We used to have to wait on the album to drop in the stores until they made a way for us to bootleg it and dummy. Taking money out of their pocket, they out of their body, and when you die, you becoming oblivion, forgotten. And if you rapping, they put a bullet in your noggin. Never had a silver spoon, but I was rooted from the bottom. When I told my mama it's billions of dollars and I'ma make it, but I won't stop until I take it. And every goal is accomplished. So if it take for me to be dead, just to be acknowledged, then when I leave the earth, I don't want your motherfucking flowers. Flowers upon you, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Flowers upon you, you learn the ins and outs when you making your own moves. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Flowers upon you, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Flowers upon you, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. They waited till you die, they waited till you die, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Yo, check it out. They don't get no roses, doodles, or daffodils. They waited till you die just to hear that you had the skill. Take what you want out of life and return it past the bill. It's easy to lose focus before you crash the wheel. Most of facades are not even half for real. I decoded the matrix as soon as I grabbed the peel. Humble and real life, but in the booth I be mad for real. Taking every bit that bring around with my pen and pen. Or I can do it up off of the top and took me off of the block. Every thought of provocative, not nothing but the beauty cracked through the pavement. The solid rock and flourished amazingly out of a hydroponic pot. They don't spend the money with the people they know to see them. A stranger support you, walk back and give you more of a greed. So when I'm rapping, I'm at war with my inner demons. In reality, they rather you be dead instead of achieving. When you're doing something correct, they're killing you for it. After a money your death, and the people really ignore it. Life is a virtuality, we live in the moment, and I refuse to leave the earth with any regretful thought. Yeah, I'm on square in case they want to backdoor me, sabotaging my name with falsehoods. We're telling their stories. Nobody never pulled my card or even hold me. You don't get no redemption in life, so I keep it on me. Everything I drop to tell me I'm getting better. Your actions get itself as soon as I set up the milestone. Time is limited, so I plan to be over successful. Blessing the planet Earth until the day that my eyes close. Home, my mama is billions of dollars, and I'ma make it, but I won't stop until I take it. Every goal is accomplished. So if it take for me to be dead just to be acknowledged, then when I leave the earth, I don't want your motherfucking flowers. Flowers upon you, they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. Nobody really cares about it like what you going through, so they waited till you die to throw flowers upon you. That's fucked up. Damn. Flowers upon.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. That was an accident.
Okay, it was.
That was
I had a
that was
third
whole
verse for
accident.
y'all too. For y'all that talk about my song too long, so always gonna be at least 3 verses.
Does
I
that
heard
have a third verse?
It
Yeah.
does. He just said it does. I was
Jesus
clicking on
Christ.
something and accidentally.
What happened, man?
Stop this shit.
Can you?
Because I have my question and I needed to ask that shit. That's why.
All right, I did it, man. Flowers upon you, bro. I think it's dope, man. Like, yeah, like
So you're just gonna bypass the fact that I have my question.
we get into the song. We get into that. Go ahead, man. Ask your question, bro. I can't suppress you any longer.
Of course not. So as I'm listening to you talk, as I'm listening to your music, you don't strike me as a person who hasn't gone into this without a real game plan and a real thought of where you are today, where you're going to be at tomorrow, and where you see it all not concluding, but where you see it all happening for you. Is that am I reading that right?
You're correct.
Yeah.
You're correct.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
clairvoyant.
I definitely came in with a game plan. I
Yeah.
didn't come to rap.
That's what's up.
I came to really I came to do God's work.
That's what's up. I asked that question. Well, number one, I asked it because I see it in you. And the other part, I was talking to somebody the other night, and I told them that the importance of having a plan and the importance of sticking to your plan and your work ethic, you know what I'm saying, and your consistency. Mm-hmm. And they looked at me like I was crazy.
Right, because they looking at it happened so quick for so many rappers that's just
right.
getting on
So
without
the thought process is like, oh, it's going to happen overnight.
Right,
but then there is no plan. Like there is I'm sure that you have. Okay, you're rapping, but that is not. If you're going to pivot, I feel like you'll be pivoting in a multitude of things.
Definitely will.
As you go on your career.
Definitely
if I'm reading that right.
Correct.
Cool. I'm cool now. You can ask me whatever the fuck you want.
I like how he ends such a nice question with like. Nice.
Hey, that was dope.
Who I'm gonna ask you a two-part question. Who's your favorite top Chicago MC?
Don't say
it can
me.
never be
don't
Heat
say
Detector.
Me,
I
we're
know
on
you
the show.
If you were gonna say Heat, it cannot be him.
You can't do that.
But who's your top Chicago MC, bro?
As far as lyricism,
just who's
MC period.
Just top MC, yeah.
Don't say me, man.
And you said Chicago.
Don't say
and
me.
the other part to that is who's your favorite Shy City Cypher MC? But that's the second part. We'll get to that.
Don't say me.
Deen Akbar.
Dean, okay. I heard that. Hey, listen. Yeah. Hey, whoa. I don't think you heard what he said.
I love everybody else.
Yes, finally. Give him some
time
effect.
I would what he said. I was talking to Juice yesterday, and Juice was telling me some shit. As I was telling him I wanted him to speak to somebody for me. And he said something that was pretty amazing to me. He said that he said some shit about competition and shit. And he said, I don't have competition. I don't look at people as competition because there is no competition. He said in his mind, his competition is a Michael Jackson or somebody of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, you know, he's like, his only competitor is himself. Mm-hmm. So when I hear you say that, I'm like, oh shit, that's the definition of how you should feel about yourself and think about your craft. I tell people that all the time. Like I got into it with somebody about producing and shit, and they were like telling me about my catalog, or whatever. I'm like, you don't know my fucking catalog. Mm-hmm. But they were telling me, oh, you could never fuck with me. I'm like, well, you say that, but I wouldn't respect you if you didn't say that, because in my mind, you couldn't hold a candle to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that way about anybody when I'm doing me. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Correct. And that's a beautiful thing to hear you say that you're the best fucking Shy City Cypher.
You have to stand on it. Once you
sir.
say it, you have to stand on it.
Goddamn right.
And you gotta be able to back it up, man.
You gotta back that up.
All right, so favorite Chicago MC though of all time. Your favorite Chicago MC
Twista.
of all time.
See?
Okay.
Twista.
That was an automatic, right?
Twista and Common, but if I just had to pick one, it'll be Twista.
Dope. In the comments, we trying to get to y'all, man. I'm on Facebook and YouTube, but shout out to Mike, man, from Wicked Entertainment. 30 years in the industry, man, for Wicked Entertainment. That's super dope. Some of the people that was watching, we had Cash go crazy. What's up, Cash?
What's up, Joe?
It Girl in the building. Rashad Robertson.
My peoples.
We got the homie Juan Zarate also watching, man. Crazy, man. We got the homegirl Kitty also watching. Shout out to them, man.
PK, what's up, love? Happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday.
This another Kitty. This Lisa Kitty Valdez.
Oh, Lisa Kitty. Oh, that's my dog too. That's my big dog. What's up, Lisa?
Shout out to Kitty. And we got some YouTube comments going as well. Shout out to Tracy LaRoe. What up?
Tracy, that's my dog. All the dogs.
All fire emojis.
That's what's up.
On the music, man. People really feeling your music, man.
It's the energy, man. Like I'll tell you a little quick story. Like the first, and this is the vibe I get from you as well. The first time I met Skip, number 2 brought him to my studio to do a feature. Mm-hmm. And when he walked in the room, like immediately when he walks in the room, my brother, like he comes in, incense and sage and everything. I'm like looking around, you know, what this motherfucker doing? You know what I'm saying? And after listening to him talk and then recording him, when he got done, he had to leave real quick. And so I was walking him out, and I just looked at him. I shook his hand. I said, man, I got to work with you, bro. I have to work with you. Your spirit is calling me. It's yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? Your vibe, your spirit, everything is yelling. We were at the door right before he was leaving, and he's being skib. You know what I'm saying? And I had never really ran into MCs like that before. That really protect the essence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Correct. And really understand the essence of hip hop and stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I get that same vibe from you. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Appreciate
real quick.
that, 'cause that's the vibe that I want to give off to the world.
Oh, you giving it off, bro.
I care about the craft.
And we need more things. We need more situations like that, bro.
Absolutely.
Where people are exchanging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Conversation
energy.
like that, positive energy.
Yeah,
Let's work
yeah.
together. Trust me, bro. I tell everyone that I run into, let's work together. I may not get to work with all of them, but
You're
the door is open, and to
Let's
let
work,
you know
man.
that I'm willing to work.
I'm not one of them dudes that you got to worry about inboxing, and I'm not going to respond. I'm going to get this shit right here. I'm going to hit you up, man, if it's music relevant, and we're going to work, bro. I'm going to plug you with one of the dopest producers. I'm going to collab you with one of the dopest MCs. We're going to film videos for you. Let's work, man, whatever it is. Yeah, so shout out Kissy, she Lisa Kitty, she fire emojis, and the homie Marcus Robinson as well. He said, I made it, y'all. What's up? Let's talk some Shy City Cypher business right now, bro. Because this week we dropped Shy City Cypher Volume 36, which was your first cypher.
Correct.
I want y'all to experience the vibe, man. We're gonna go right into this. This is Shy City Cypher Volume 36, Deen Akbar's verse specifically. We'll talk about this right after the video, y'all. Check this out.
Hold on a second, my man.
Okay, I thought you was ready. My bad. I'm moving fast here, but y'all could watch the full cypher on YouTube, Jizzle Productions. You can check the whole cypher out. Brand new, man, Volume 36. But check this out right here, man. This is Deen Akbar.
Chicago, the middle of the map is ours. If you take it, be acknowledged after death, fuck your flowers. There's no fraud in them seas and Shy City Cyphers. Went from my household to the streets, been down. I survived and managed to see 30 years of it. But won't be recited now like 30 years from here. Pure being that create without hassle. Got songs you wash dishes, walk dogs, and take baths too. I make them wanna rap if they've never done it before. Jim's hit your noodles like I'm clumsy at war. Aiming, hitting whatever's not a part of this strong. Creating and painting portraits, I'm buying broke bars. I teleported through the ghetto, designed for it. Rap is my future wife, so I keep my mind on it. Got me better with time, having my God moment. They couldn't touch this MC hammer if they had a twat on it.
Dope, man. So much reception. On your, and I don't normally like to talk numbers and shit like that, but when I dropped that was the first one that I dropped. You actually, for those that don't know, you go first on that cypher. If you y'all go watch the full video. But Deen, I put you first, man, because I felt like we needed that energy to go from the beginning.
You made the right decision.
Okay.
Because that set the bar.
That's what I figured. I figured you had it just for that purpose too.
Yeah, man. We needed to set the bar and show them like what we do over here at Shy City Cypher. Do you remember that moment, bro? Do you remember preparing for that moment?
I think I wrote that verse like 6 hours before I actually showed up to the location.
Wow.
So like when you
Power
told me,
move. That's a straight flex.
Like weeks. You told me like 3 weeks or 4. I think you told me like a month ahead of time. So
Yeah.
I didn't get there prepared for it till later on that day. I forgot that I had
Not
so
everybody
much
could do
going
that.
on.
Flex.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
Not everybody could do that.
Y'all MCs out there heard that? That's a flex. Now
I wrote
listen.
that like 6
I talk a
hours.
lot of crazy shit on the show, but I understand what I hear. I understand what I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? And y'all better listen to what this man is talking about. That was just a slight flex. He said a couple hours before the show, and he spit the shit.
And he memorized it. And I be having cats that'll show up having to do 8, 9 takes. Well, we used to do that back in the day. Now it's just 3, and then we cut you off. But used to do 6, 7, 8 takes sometimes.
20,000 takes.
But then I have a young girl that her mother brings her over there. She's 7 years old, and she one takes it in front of all of us adults.
That was the little baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my wife was just watching that like a few days ago.
She one takes that shit. I made her do a second take because since it was her first time on camera, she just wasn't loud enough. So I made her do one more, and she brought that energy. But she did 2 one takes, so it was crazy, man. That's what we tell y'all,
And
bro.
she's 7.
And she was 7 years old. Shout out to MC
And she's
Zena.
7.
She's 11 or 12 years old now, man. Shout out to her. You're welcome. You are welcome back at any single time. Shout out to you and for your parents to bringing you to the cipher. But hopefully that inspires some of y'all to get y'all shit together and stop walking around looking at phones. Memorize your verses. Take it seriously because you never know when that moment's going to be where someone says, oh, you got bars? Go ahead and spit.
Yep.
We've all been in that situation. You
Not
gotta.
me.
Well, we know what happened when you were in it.
First of all,
Like
I don't, you know.
Hey, look.
Shadow
Man.
Master is in the building.
Shadow
Master,
was
what up,
cracking.
What up, man?
He said she was better than most.
OG?
Yeah.
That's the
Word.
energy, man. Shout out to Shadow, man. He's our honorary co-host. Whenever he pops in on Shy City Cypher. Shadow, if you got a question for Deen Akbar,
You know he got questions.
go
What
ahead
you
and
mean?
drop that
I know,
in the
baby,
comments.
that's my Leo brother. He definitely got some questions for me.
That's dope. Let's keep it going real quick. We are now in the segment, man, where we like to talk hip hop history. It used to be Chicago
Oh,
hip hop
fuck,
history,
Here we go.
but we stretched it out, man. It's hip hop history, and I talk about things that happened from since the last show, which was last Sunday.
Okay.
So let's talk about some things, man. I got some screenshots. We kind of run through a couple topics real fast. If whatever I talk about means something to you, go ahead and comment on it. If it means something to you,
You already know.
we get your input. If not, we just keep it moving, man.
Okay.
So let's get it popping. Boom. Here we go. All right. So we'll start off with this, man. December 16th, 1993, Charles Hicks, better known as Charisma, died. Rest in peace. Do you know who Charisma is?
The name sounds familiar, but
Names
no.
definitely sound familiar.
Okay, bet, man. So rest in peace to him, man.
Rest in peace.
We'll double back
Double
next
back.
week, man. We'll bring back some. I didn't know. I figured
Princess
that.
MC.
Shout out.
Shout out.
What up, man?
Kind of looked like Special Ed from a distance.
yeah.
Yeah, he looked like Special Ed for a
But
second.
we'll get something on next week's show, a little more about him, man. I didn't want to disrespect him, but yeah, man. Rest in peace to him. Leonard Hubbard, formerly of the Roots, died December 15th, 2021, of the legendary Roots crew. So rest in peace to him,
Rest in
man. Yeah, he was their bass player.
Yep.
December 15th, 1992, Dr. Dre releases his solo debut album, The Chronic. What do you remember about that, bro?
I don't even think I was old enough to do anything at that age. What was that, like 93?
92. Yeah.
92? I was 1 year old.
Rolling down the street,
Yeah, I ain't
smoking.
even know the other people. I would even it probably was being played. I ain't
sipping on gin and juice.
know.
Yeah,
I know it. Yeah, of course. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, I know the shit.
I know you know.
I know the shit. I
What
was
a-
actually
What do you feel about the production of that album?
Dope.
immaculate.
Dope.
Immaculate.
Dope.
100% hip hop
Definitely.
classic. It's gonna go down in
Definitely.
history if it's not
Oh,
already
yeah,
in history.
definitely. It should.
And I
It's-
think, if I'm not mistaken, it's in the library, Library of Congress when they do shit for
hip
like
hop,
arts and shit like that. Certain
Okay.
pieces, certain creative pieces get put into the library, Congress Library.
That's the
But when that album actually dropped, I was in Switzerland. So when I came back from Switzerland, the shit was already out. Everybody was already listening to that shit. But I ended up being in the studio with Snoop, Daz, Corrupt, the Twins, and
Yin Yang Twins.
no, that was a group. It was a group that was under Dog Pound. They were called the
okay.
Twins.
I didn't-
You wouldn't know, but I was in the studio with them.
Damn.
I got this was actually right when it was right after Doggy Style had dropped. Snoop was on top of the fucking world. He was still riding around in Suge Knight's green Jeep Cherokee.
Murder Was the Case era.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I got sent over there for some production, and little did I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm in LA, man, and I walk into this fucking studio. I got on red shorts and shit, and ain't none but Crips up in that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much sat on the couch and shut my fucking mouth. They were doing at the time. They were doing they got Snoop had got commissioned to do the new theme music for the Martin Show, but Heavy D ended up getting it. But so they were doing this whole thing, and it was wild in that fucking studio at that time. Like this shit was so fucking wild. They had a bunch of pit bulls in the fucking studio. They were filming shit. So that footage is out there somewhere where I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Then they had everybody go in the booth and act like we were in a party and shit. They had the dogs fucking in the booth. They were filming that shit. They were getting high.
All right, man.
I'm just telling. Hey, listen, man. I'm
All right,
telling
let's
you.
let's keep it moving.
You asked me. I'm telling you, this is a real story. But yeah, I got actually Nairobi at the time. Nairobi. That's Warren G was there as well, and Nairobi, who's Warren G's wife, had brought me over there.
Had you been in was that your first time being in a studio with like legends like that, or you?
Snoop wasn't a legend at that moment.
Okay, so these were like up and coming cats.
Snoop was not up and coming. Doggy Style had already dropped.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was on top of the world as far as that is concerned, but he was still fighting that murder case. He killed the Ethiopian kid.
Yeah.
Or his bodyguard did.
But did that inspire you though, like being around all these like major
I don't
dudes?
need
Like
inspiration from nobody, nigga. I was more.
I'm not
concerned.
saying you do, man. I'm just saying like did that put a fire under your ass?
To be honest with you, at that particular time in LA, being around anybody from death row was scary. Like for real, you could be the coldest, toughest, but that don't matter when there's 15 dudes in the room that are gonna stomp your lungs together. You know what I'm saying? They stood on business, and so I'm in there with a bunch of Crips, and I got on these red shorts. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on, so I pretty much kept my mouth shut and just kind of watched and just waited for them to call me and tell me what they needed from me. But it was an experience for sure. Snoop, when I met him, like seeing him in person and everything was really strange because he's tall as fuck. And back then he was even ultra skinny. And I was like, man, in my mind, I kept thinking, man, this nigga looks sickly as hell. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, but I just sat there and minded my business. Yeah.
Dope.
Look. Shadow Master says, question.
Go ahead.
He said, what? Damn. Excuse me. What was that hip hop song that made you want to spit? You late on that one, Shadow.
Shadow, I think it was it was one of Nas songs. It was one of Nas and Wu songs. I can't remember, but they got so many songs. One of them was Undying Love. And I'm pretty sure you know about that one too, Shadow, where he was rapping about buying the ring for his wifey and came home from Vegas and found out that she wasn't the wife that he was looking forward to and intended to having. And then it went all the way wrong at the end of the story. So that was one of them joints, and then Wu.
See, Wu is a consistent thing for you.
The video game you said right earlier.
Yeah, Nas and Wu, them my favorite.
Man, that's what's up. Let's keep it moving with the hip hop history, man. Busta Rhymes released his third studio album, ELE, Extinction Level Event, The Final World Front. That's a hell of a title. December 15th, 1998.
My brother bought that album, and I was listening to that when I was 7. That was my first time hearing Busta. Busta crazy too.
People don't name their albums like that no more, right? Like
people don't even name albums.
They don't even name them. Like they don't even have a
concepts,
no
nothing.
Thought behind the thought.
Yeah.
No concepts.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
That's crazy, man. DJ Clue released his debut album, The Professional, December 15th, 1998. DJ Clue. So what was that? Just like him collaborating, like producing the album, right?
He's getting his Khaled on before Khaled.
Okay.
Just bringing artists together and shit.
How do you feel about the DJ Clue and all the?
I mean, whatever blows up his dress. I don't know. Look, listen, man. However you can get it, get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough industry. You can't be thick. You can't be thin-skinned. You know what I mean? You can't walk around with your emotions on your sleeve. And you got to get it however you can get it. And if that's his gimmick and that's his thing or whoever or whatever, man, by all means, get it. I used to say that shit about Hammer back in the day. People used to hate on Hammer all the time. I said, but the crazy thing
Hammer
is,
was one of the ones.
You know every word to his song.
Yeah.
So you can call him what you want. And at the same time, Hammer was feeding I don't know how many families. His payroll is what really killed him because he had niggas. He took niggas out the hood
everybody out the hood.
That his entourage was so crazy, but he took people out the hood that didn't have jobs, that never made over minimum wage, and give them $75,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year. His payroll is what killed him. His heart is what killed his bank. You know what I'm saying? And that's big fact. Shout out to Hammer.
Man, shout out to Hammer. Cool, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the comments. Levi Stress, Princess MC still there.
Princess, what up, sis?
So speaking of Wu-Tang Clan's album The W was certified platinum by the RIAA December 14, 2000. Platinum, man. That was a big thing back then, man. What do you recall about that album?
I think that was like the last Wu album that I felt like was really Wu.
Nice.
Into the 36 Chambers and the one behind that, the Wu-Tang album after that, the double disc. And I felt like those two like just untouchable. But that was the last one where the beats started getting different. You know, the group started having conversations on the interviews like RZA don't make the beats no more. He don't have the passion for it. And situations going on. You God got locked up. Just there's a lot going on to Wu. But that was the last album that I would say was the cold album from Wu.
Nice.
You ain't gonna ask me what I think. You're just gonna
I'm
bypass
just
me again.
I'm waiting to see if you're gonna say something.
I ain't got shit to say. I was locked up.
Okay, you got out.
You know what I'm saying? I was locked
glad
up.
you made it.
2000. I was like, I was sitting in jail, and everybody thought that the clocks and everything were gonna fuck up. The year 2000 hit, and oddly enough, I was in Colorado. Oddly enough, everybody in jail thought that somehow the jail was gonna shut down and all the doors were gonna open and shit. And when midnight hit and nothing fucking happened, I was like, I told you, dummies. Yeah, but I was locked up.
Nas released his sixth studio album, God's Son, December 13th, 2002. It says Nasir Jones, God's Son on it.
Underrated.
The whole album.
Underrated. I sold crack to his dad once in the Bronx. Real talk.
Thank you for your service.
Shadow Master question. He said, if you could change three things in hip hop, what would they be?
The way people rap. People need to equip more lyricism, more vocabulary into their wordplay. So wordplay is definitely something that I would want to change within the game. We need unions. Hip hop ain't got no union. Every job and every other thing got a union itself for hip hop. So that would not be another thing that I would probably add on to if it was in play. And the third would have to be being yourself. Learning how to be yourself. No carbon copy. No taking from nobody. Stealing a bar, stealing a rhyme, trying to make a hot line, a hot song, all that dumb shit. People need their own minds. So that's one thing that I would change. Make them think for themselves when it comes to creating.
Like I said, man, listen to this, man. He is spitting nothing but gems. And I want to say something real quick. With all due respect, Nas, I said that shit, but it did happen. Just whatever. Okay, cool.
The fact that I see Nasir Jones on the cover, and we've had an artist, I won't mention his name. Y'all could go watch the interview later, but he used to be called one name and then took on his actual name. And it was kind of like, for him, it was a separation of who that rapper was as that other name and who who he was for real as a person, two different entities.
So why won't you mention the rapper's name?
Okay, because it's not. I'm just asking him a question. It's about that. Would you ever consider like taking on like your actual name or like changing your name or showing like a different side?
Deen Akbar
ain't no change
his
in my
name.
name. But I do have many monikers, and I never gave myself any of these monikers. So I started out as Chaos, and that's when my life was chaotic. So the streets gave me that name. Deen Akbar came through my sheik from becoming Muslim, and the rap god was just something that everybody always called me since a shorty. This was like before I heard Eminem doing that rap god song and all that. So like I just took all them titles on and just. They did for three different entities for sure though.
Yeah, so if like Rap God did an album, that's gonna be different than Deen Akbar.
It'll be different from Deen Akbar or Chaos.
That's correct. What's up.
Hey, Shadow Master again. He said, last question. Where do you see yourself in hip hop game 10 years from now?
10 years from now, teaching the artists about. I want to talk with you personally about that, Shadow, because I do got a personal dream that I don't want to air out right now because I know niggas be taking shit out here. But I definitely want to. I definitely see myself teaching.
Shout out to
myself
that.
teaching
That's
about
dope.
the music industry,
Giving
about
back.
what I've learned about it, about how to narrate thoughts, how to write stories, uh, battle raps, conceptual music, commercial, anything dealing with upgrading and bettering yourself within the music. That's why I see myself being one of the heads in the hip hop game.
Nice.
That's dope.
I
That's
fucks
dope.
with that.
All right, we got a few more and then we're done with the segment. Lonnie Wood, better known as Phase 2, died December 12th, 2019. Rest in peace, man.
R.I.P.
Ghostface Killer released his sixth studio album, More Fish, December 12th, 2006.
Okay.
He said, let's talk, Shadow.
Definitely
Shout out
gonna
to
talk,
you, man.
OG. Definitely.
All right, keep it moving. Exhibit released his third studio album, Restless, December 12th,
Underrated.
2000.
A lot of people sleep on Exhibit too.
Underrated.
Definitely don't get mentioned.
Underrated.
I think because they like a lot of people know him from the show, right? And then sometimes people separate you.
That's because
from
people are
talking
fucking
about,
stupid.
Pimp My
Pimp
Ride.
My Ride. Like, you know, people see you in different
Man,
things.
That was lit though. I fuck with Pimp My Ride.
But they'll just know that. Like,
Yeah,
I was at
right.
I was at a party and some lady was with her daughter, right? And she goes, "Hey, you know," she introduces the little girl to me and says, "He's a police officer," and I was like, "I'm not a cop," and she goes, "But I saw you in a video with." You were dressed as a cop, and I was on Boji's video as a
Word.
detective chasing him down in the alley.
Word.
But you know, people's perception just be
Right.
like they don't know.
I'm in a music video with Jap G.
Shout out Jap, man.
And,
What up,
and,
Jap?
and Gaza. And so in the video, I'm like against the wall
Got you, Shadow.
at the store, and I'm on my phone texting or something, and the guy comes over and he like robs me for my chain. I have a friend that to this day thinks that I legitimately got robbed. No matter what I
Perception,
like,
man.
I said,
Perception.
my boy, it's a music video. Nah, bro, I saw you get
And you
robbed.
can't tell nobody nothing nowadays, man. Even if it's the fact, they still don't want to believe it, y'all.
Yeah,
Did you catch that
perception.
message?
Man.
Yeah, shout out Shadow, man. He said he got a spot workshop he's putting together, man. Y'all make sure to network and work together
Definitely.
and handle that business.
Definitely.
Yasin Bey, formerly known as Mos Def, was born
Mhm.
December 11th, 1973. So happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Two more, man. DJ Yella of NWA was born December 11th, 1967.
Underrated producer.
Man,
I'd
that's
agree
crazy.
with that too.
And the last one, man. Mobb Deep released their fifth studio album, Infamy, December 11th, 2001. Rest in peace, Prodigy.
Rest in
Bandana
peace,
P.
Prodigy, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's been the hip hop history segment, man. I always like it because we get to learn some shit.
You gotta educate, man. People don't know about these albums. They
Right.
don't know about certain artists. So yeah, it's good to educate them.
And we're somehow keeping it alive here and all the other people that document and do their
Facts.
thing.
It just made me feel real fucking old tonight. Again,
I
I'll
think
talk to
every
you
time
later.
we do that
I'll
segment,
talk to you later about
I
it.
think every time we do that
I'm gonna
segment,
talk to you later about it.
you
When
be
the camera's
knowing
off.
albums from 77.
First of all, I never talked about an album from '77. Never.
Damn.
And when we talk about hip hop.
For sure.
Excuse me
So,
for knowing a little bit
question.
more than you, sir.
Shout out to Tino watching, man. You already know, and all the
Shout out.
people that have been tuning in. I'm checking YouTube real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. We love you over here.
Appreciate
Shadows
y'all
all
viewing,
over the
man.
YouTube, man. We salute you, man, for going
Salute
to the
y'all,
YouTube
bro.
and not watching on Facebook. But
Yeah.
we love everybody on Facebook too. We're at that part of the show, bro. Because I always, but hold on, before we get there, do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to tell the people that you're working on? Things that they can expect from you? This is your moment, bro, to let them know, what's going on.
2024 is a lot of building coming upon. So my album Long Overdue got pushed back several times due to life measures. So that's dropping next year sometime. Don't have a date yet, but I'll keep everybody attuned. My wife,
Speak for
Via
yourself,
Drex, the
Shadow.
Empress. Via Drex, the Empress, she dropping her album next year right along with me. And we got a group album. Don't want to say the group name because y'all might take it and, you know what I'm saying, fully protect yourself out there for y'all put it out there. But we got a
Facts.
group album that's being pushed for next year too. So it's a lot going on. It's
You're
a lot
wrong
going
for
on
that,
next
Shadow.
year.
You're wrong for
Oh
that.
yeah, and me and my wife Via Drex, we got a duo album together that's coming. So we got all that in the play. Get songs already, majority of the songs already written. That's the easy part. Now it's getting through life and getting through these measures so we can put them out accordingly. But 2024, we definitely working on a lot. And I want to do some features with a lot of people out here too, because there's been people that's been asking me for features, never get a chance to do them, never get a chance to work with them.
Bad, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, listen, if you guys haven't been listening to what this man has been saying, you're insane. You're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Get your head checked.
And if you're just tuning in, go back after this and watch the entire
Yeah.
interview because Deen dropped some gems for y'all, some knowledge, and it was very, very dope, man. We're at that time of the show, bro, where I'm never really sure, but I always feel like asking because it might be a possibility. Does the Shy City Cypher resident producer have any instrumentals?
For what?
All right, man. I guess y'all not getting your.
I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. I asked you a direct
You
question.
know what we do.
I don't know.
You know
sir.
what we do and when we do it.
Pause. I
Man, play that shit, bro.
I might have a little shot.
Play that shit. You always got
Throw
something.
that out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know we can never leave y'all. This is episode 21. We can't leave y'all without these bars. We got Deen Akbar in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
We got Heat Detector in the building, even though he says he's not an MC. Deen, you want to do the honors, bro?
Shit, I guess right now I could go off the top with it. Been right since 8 years old and I left the block with it. Got weed and stock, so I got a shop in it. Plan on doing things up in the game different. There's a lot of things in the games that's not mentioned. And people don't even take the time to write it. They ain't even getting creative with their process, unlikely. My wife with me, plus I got the brothers at the table. If you want to learn something righteous, here's your fatal. I go off at the top, I've been doing it. And the greatest ones before me influenced me. I listen to Pac, Nas, and Wu and Twista. And if they say spit a bar, then I get it. Beats, I rip it, shred it like paper. Stack it tight, harder than skyscrapers. All off the top, and they ain't never written. I can't remember what's written in composition. 16s, 32s, 48s is great. And these people don't do nothing but hate in the state. So I gotta rotate, demonstrate how I'm supposed to. And I ain't asked for help, I'm on my own too. And I shown them from the beginning. And then ever since then, I've been winning. I ain't even planning on sinning, it's just intentions. I'm trying to focus on a million. Buildings got bricks laid out like they're supposed to be. And ain't no other lyricists close to me. Supposedly, they on the battle. They all like snakes in the game, they all rattle. And if they want beef, then they can grab them the cattle. They don't even know half of me. That situations get critical. Slur on the word, but a nigga still lyrical. I'm reaching the pinnacle, and I put it into you. I demonstrate how I'm supposed to in compositions. And if I got a thought, I make them a proposition. And when I'm on the live, shit, it's time to listen. Microphones on, can't leave the microphone alone. Been doing this shit off the dome, even in my home. Domicile, got songs scattered all over books. They know about Deen Akbar, but don't know Snook. That's back in the days when I had the book bag, had CDs and DVDs and big drags. Cigarettes to sell, blow a nigga green. I made $100, now I'm splitting with the team. Everybody eat, grab a plate, let's feast. If they want to hear the best, they hear me on the beat. And if they want to see me live, they hear me in the streets. And every time I be blowing, I reek. I walk up in the stores just shopping and just copping. Like I ain't got no options, but I got a subconscious. So I use that wisely. And I vomit on tracks. And I spit and drool. Niggas is fools. They bamboozle you and they ain't gave you the tools. So you don't even know the essence. You ain't got the juice. Lost in the mental. I don't need a paper, pen, or a pencil. This shit is off the mental. Your flow out of sequential. That means it's out of order. And you done lost your thought. You went across the border. Put a camera on. I damage any one of them. It ain't no competition. They can't fuck with them. Even if they had not rookies, pussies, or twats. Deen Akbar's the one that they cops sold millions and it left right off the shelf. And I don't know what's left. So I keep on going and keep flowing. And if they want to measure, then I demonstrate it, show them. Water bottles with me cause a nigga dehydrated. Get high off of this weed on the daily. Might eat a shroom or two. This how I'm a dude too. I'm coming through like it's Legion of Doom. Video game, but this ain't no PlayStation. Niggas outside, they beef and they stay hating. I keep a bacon, just in case I gotta protect self. Gotta watch my back cause niggas hate milk. This shit gets serious. They got me thinking in my brain, got me curious. I gotta stay away from folks that don't know what they supposed. They done chose they own road. So I facilitate it and I demonstrate it. Got them all breathing deeply, hyperventilating. I practice pranayama, that's why I'm able to chop. And these niggas get their top chopped. Right?
I ain't never chopped a rock, but I bagged the grams. 3 5s and 7s, 14s, damn. I made a little bit of nothing out of something. And these niggas, they be rapping and they all bluffing. But I don't call it neither. I call them on the phone, tell them we can do it on the speaker. Without the cash, you can put the money on the floor. I'm kicking down your corridor, knocking nails off the hinges. They all tripping. And if they want some real hip-hop, then they listen. This the place that you come to, Shy City Cyphers. It ain't no other rappers that's brighter. Throw your C's up, throw your B's up. If you a gangsta out here, then throw your G's up. Squeeze up and get it if it's needed. And if you got the knowledge right now, so I retrieved it. Anytime I could just do it, I'm on influence. And I'm not bow down to no man, I'm not a Buddhist. But I follow the knowledge and the principles and morals. Dickheads, they all worry. They bore me, and they all annoy me. And if you wanna rap like this, make an appointment. Got the teacup, so I'm sipping on sour sop. With a little bit of honey, before I left the block. Miracles being made, spirituals in play. When you tip Deen Akbar on the stage. 5, 3 to 5, the multi-syllabic rhymes. And I can do this shit all of the time. I wake up and think the lyrics, and they don't get it. And they all gimmicks, I don't even mention, I don't feel it. It ain't even in my heart or in my spirit. And if I got a hand, then an arm reach and I lend it. But they'll just take your success and shit on you if you ain't trademarked your quest. Then, folk like me make a request. Beats can be 6 minutes, I ain't gon' stress. I got bars for days, vocabulary expanding. And this here was all in perfect planning. And I'm already dark, I don't need tanning. They can see me, so they ain't gotta scare me. You can read right through it, cause it's my aura. I glow like a diamond and come off the border. Then when I'm thirsty, I drink some water. And if I hear a beat in the booth, then I'm recording. I don't even need to write it, it's all exciting. Just off the shit off to the top more than likely. And the niggas out here, they all biting. They trying to take the styles and rewrite it. This is general. This is the education you listen to. I ain't even listen, I don't even feel them. If they want to battle, then I'ma kill them. I'm in the crib thinking about $1 million. And if you not, then you don't have a building. And I ain't got no seeds, I don't got children. So I'm focused on the rap shit, I got this. If I feel some type of harm, I pop quick. Hit your noodles. Niggas outside goofballs and they ready to bamboozle you. They don't want you with the truth too, confuse you. They lie and they tell a bunch of fibs. You ain't fucking with my vibe or my lyrics. Microphones on. I'm about to leave, I'm about to go home. Gotta go cook a meal for me and wife. Probably watch some Power by the end of the night. This shit here is my life, and I ain't gonna stop it. And if they want weed on the block, then they gon' cop it. I make my own shirts and I throw my turban on. Now I strangle you if you talk shit off of the dome. I don't care what you wrote in your songs. And this more than rap, this like a poem. Go hand in hand with it, and I go for playing with it. Gram with it, I'm the man in it. They gave me Grammys just for 10 albums. Got over 500 songs, nigga be wildin'. They all recorded, and plus the thousands unrecorded. And if you fuck with me, you lost your moment. Ain't the cash in the bank account, your wife get tooken. Everything, everybody looking. So you feel some type of way in your bad energy. You ain't even fucking with me on my frequency. And I make words rhyme that don't rhyme. And these niggas that rhyme, they don't be on time. I'm on grind. And you know I'm gon' shine like the sun up in the sky. The energy has revived. So I hope you...
Go ahead.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, bro? That was the longest freestyle that we have ever fucking had.
I ain't know the beat was that long. I was just gonna
This
keep
beat go all
going.
night long.
That-
First of all, Jizzle, don't you say shit.
That is the don't flip the table, dog. Don't flip the table. Don't
spit a
flip
word.
the table. I had to jump in.
Come out your mouth.
I had to.
Don't open
Look,
your
you,
mouth.
hey, it's like double dutch. He felt that
What?
energy. He like, shit, I got a bar.
I was just trying to find a pocket.
There's no pocket.
There was no pocket. I
You
tried.
don't have the answers, Jizzo.
Jesus Christ.
You ain't got the answers, Jizzo.
I love
How
it.
long is that beat?
I loved it.
It's as long as I needed to go.
Hey, if
Dang,
he would have
that
kept
is literally-
going, my
you
flow
broke-
would have kept going.
You
Shit.
broke the fucking record. I stopped you because I tried to find the pocket, but you literally broke the record. But that's the longest freestyle we've ever had on the show, 21 episodes,
Word.
man. Salute
That's
to you.
What's up, Joe?
Stop playing with my man.
What's up, Joe?
Jesus, how do we follow that? Play the beat.
No, I told
Hey,
you
that
no.
beat is crazy though. Bro.
No,
hey, that
sir,
beat finna
no,
be man,
sir.
y'all. That beat finna be man. I'm
Y'all
sorry.
fucking with that, man.
I
Hey, I
already
told
got
you.
a thought
What did I tell
already
you?
facilitated.
What did I tell you? He asked me when you're gonna like that beat.
I said manifest destiny. He manifesting it right now, and I fucks with him, so he got that. You got that.
Got
that. Yeah.
Play the beat.
We're not doing that for you.
Play the beat. Play the beat.
I'm gonna do a different one for you.
You got a different. He got a different one.
You're gonna give me a different beat.
I'm gonna give you a different one because I'm not gonna.
Y'all see how he does me on
no,
the
because
show?
I don't want you to ruin.
Hey, if y'all heart this
Bro,
shit, man. Y'all heart this shit.
I
try to double dutch into the pocket.
I'm trying to help you.
I apologize, y'all.
No, don't ever apologize.
You
sir.
killed
Majority
that
of the
shit,
time,
bro.
they be wanting
You
8
killed
bars
that shit.
from me.
Hell no! I thought we were gonna get a
count
16.
bars.
I was just expecting a 16.
I don't count
at best.
bars. I just know that they just come to me. It'd be 1,000 bars in the brain. I'm just picking.
Hey,
just
but that
grasping
shows
shit.
y'all when y'all rapping, man. A lot of the times, like when you're freestyling, we have those moments where like you'll like stop because you're like you'll pause or you're trying to think of the next word, and that's usually where people will stop and be like, "Oh, fuck it,
And
fuck
that's
it,"
what you
and
don't
fall
do.
back.
For
I
all
like
of-
how you
yeah.
continue to pick
For
up
all
even
of the
in
people
those
that want
pockets.
to, he demonstrating the right order. For all of the people that want to learn a freestyle, do not stop.
Don't stop.
You're gonna slur a word or two. Just have your thought together. It
Big
ain't, don't
facts.
even think. That's the thing about it. I don't think when I freestyle. It's just off. That's what a real freestyle is, y'all. Off the top, no pre-written verses. Nothing that was wrote 2 years ago that you said to another person in the battle. So off the top is definitely one of the most. That's the strongest strength that you need to have equipped as an MC.
It's having them bars. It's having that consistency.
Mm-hmm.
There's always that moment where you get a little bit scared and you might think like,
I
is
ain't
this
never
my
scared.
Go ahead then.
I ain't doing. Listen, I know my place. I ain't finna. I'm not going. I'm not doing. Listen, bro. I'm playing the beat.
Just listen.
Do
man.
your thing.
Listen, see, we've been building and having conversations, but really behind the scenes, we've been contemplating. Me and my homie, we've been greater than greatness. We've been spilling on these bars, and you know we never late with it.
Yeah.
I just been rapping like I've been doing this and shit since I was born. Take the lyrics that you wrote and then I tear it up. You know what it is when you grab mics, you just not tearing up. Sub T Tuesday nights, you just might get tore up. Real MCs when we grabbing the mics on Tuesday night, we just ciphering and getting it right. I grab instrumentals like it's nothing, then I choke them. You know what it is, I leave the scene and I yoke them. Go ahead, it's just Shot City Cypher. I fucked that up one time, but you know we get liver. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep flowing. You gotta intake that knowledge so you constantly growing. I've been grabbing mics since I was a young and I was never good, but now I got my knowledge up. You know it's understood, you gotta keep building. For most of y'all take this shit as a hobby. Y'all just really be chilling. You gotta build and grow. You gotta build a plan. You gotta know what it is. You gotta call yourself the man, cause nobody believes in you better than you. You know what it is, they clueless, they ain't had no clue. I've been on mics and spitting to beats with heat detector. You know what it is, this hip hop shit we detected and keep it going. It's the Shot City Cypher podcast. We never stop. You know this shit is vast. That means any galaxy that we go to, we just motherfucking the ones that you gotta go to. Come and rock with us. It's Shot City Cypher. Bring a 16 or freestyle if you get live.
To be honest, all of them terrible. When it comes to Shot City Cyphers, we uncomparable. I'm sick, nigga. I don't even need no Theraflu. And there wasn't nobody there for me, so they ain't there for you. Perpetual. Every bar educate you too. Like you in a school. Dropping gems, yeah, I give them jewels. 16s, 48s, 32s. It don't matter which one you pick or which one you choose. It's like life or death. Then the mic is stressed until the brothers like us get on with success. Everybody listening to that folly nowadays. They sweeter than ranchers. I call them jolly nowadays. Like women, but I don't poly nowadays. Cause people end up getting in their own feelings. I don't understand why we can't grow with building. Looking at an establishment, your cap I peel
You
it.
will live a lot longer if you learn to mind your business. Sometimes when we doing this, we just be chilling, bringing up ideas and trying to brainstorm. You know what it is? This shit'll take you over like them sandstorms. Desert storm because I call it a war. And if you don't let us through, we gon' kick down the door.
Kick it down.
I got the homies and you know we ready for war. We gon' do this shit non-stop. You always want more.
I heard they wanted the game, they wanted the heat from us. Big bro next to me, he threw a beat to us. He said, go on here, flow, go and speak to him. Now I don't think nobody really ever been influenced. They don't study the essence or do their homework. When you do that, you gotta go home first. I hit the streets and started bagging up 3 5s and got rid of them before the end by 5.
When it's Deen Akbar, he could rap for an hour, but you better go to YouTube and listen to that track Flowers.
Know that.
It even got a video so you could watch, you could support, you could do anything, but don't stop.
Don't stop.
Chicago hip hop.
That beat is crazy.
Oh shit,
That beat
man,
crazy.
that was dope.
You see how the energy just rubs
Yeah.
off, cause like when you gotta be
100%.
around real ciphers to actually get that feel.
100%.
If you got a love for words and you love to rap, this is gonna be something that's in you.
We always say, bro, like for me personally, man, I say Shy City Cypher the day that we film, and when we have those ciphers that are off camera. Remember we had the off camera cipher where I told everybody turn everything off, and we just got into a circle and we just rapped and we
Just
did
flowed,
we just flowed, no cameras, no nothing. That's one of the best feelings in the world,
That's
man.
actually my favorite part of hip hop.
And people leave from that and make posts, and I see the different reactions, and it's just like, man, that's beautiful. I love this shit. It saved him. It saved me.
Yeah.
It saved you. It saved
Big
all
facts.
of us.
You
all of
can't-
us
You
in this
can't
room.
you can't put no booty hole brown on and think that you gonna save my thought. Like it's a lot of shit that you just can't play in front of me and expect for me to be like, oh, that shit go.
Yeah.
I'ma really look at you and be like, is you serious? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where's the teachers at?
Yeah.
So that's where we come into play.
That's dope.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look,
Salute
man,
to
y'all
that.
y'all hit
Salute.
them hearts right now. Hit the thumbs up. Fuck whoever put thumbs down in case that was an accident. Cause
I'll make a whole rap about that.
because y'all know we've been bringing the business, man. But shout out to everybody that been showing
Big
love
facts.
and that been over here. One more time, man, your final thoughts. I feel like you have so much to talk about, and we only usually have an
I do.
hour and some change, brother. But
Mhm.
we'll have you back at some point in the future. But any last final thoughts for these people, man? For our fans, our supporters that's watching, your fans.
Love yourself. Don't stop doing what you're doing if you're getting creative. Stay positive. Always find an outlet. Communicate. Network. Believe in God. Believe in yourself. And believe in your drawing and believe in your craft.
Big
Stay out of
facts.
jail and stay away from bullets.
Big
Stay your
facts.
ass out of jail.
Stay out of coffin and stay out of jail.
Yeah.
My
Don't stay
main
safe.
thought.
Stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Stay peaceful too.
Look, man, this has been very super dope interview, man. You gave us one of the longest freestyles we've ever had on the show, man. Salute
Not
to
one
you, bro.
of. Not one of.
No, the longest.
The longest.
The longest freestyle we've ever had, man. That's super dope. It showed your artistry. That should have showed y'all, man, that y'all got to rock with this, man. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to TikTok, go to YouTube, go to every fucking thing that you have and type in Deen, one word, Akbar, the other word. Y'all search him, support him, buy the merch that he's wearing. Bro, just come and support, man. Chicago hip hop. He grinding.
And I give away I give away merch for free too. Like anybody who supports and get a ticket or they buy the album or whatnot,
That's
you get a free shirt. You might get the shirt and the hoodie. You get a picture. You might get a silicone wristband. You're not just gonna spend your money. Cause I know people like to spend money, but they like rewards and they like free shit. So I'm gonna give y'all a shirt or two.
I don't want shit. I want you, that track, when I give you that track, I want you to tear that motherfucker apart. That's all I want.
You killed that, bro. It wasn't nothing we could do to
100%
that.
go to the producer. Split sheets will be in the play. Best believe we both gonna be paid off of this track.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man. This has been a good one. It's been Shy City Cypher, episode 21, featuring Deen Akbar in the motherfucking building.
You know what it is.
I am your boy Jizzo. I got my co-host Heat Detector in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Back next Sunday at 7 p.m. Y'all stay and rock with us. It's been one, yo.
Yeah.
Peace, peace. Stay tuned for the check-in.
In that order.
Let's go.